screen, he's nodding his head, I'm making eye contact, and you can hear my voice, you can feel my energy, right, Sam? So
Yep.
this is a way where you could increase the engagement of marketing. And let me just show you what this looks like on social media. I'm going to show you my website, if I remember doing this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you, and this is my group practice. Here is, Sam, can you see this?
Yes, I can. I can see your group practice that's loading right there.
Okay, so this is my group practice called CAV Family Therapy. And if you notice at the very top, there's a place called videos. Now, if you do not have a tab, videos, I highly recommend that you do now, because remember back in the day, and still now, people have blogs, right?
Yep.
And they have that tab that says blogs, and people can read that. Now is a generation where videos should be placed in your website. And this is a beautifully done website by Brighter Vision. And I asked Brighter Vision to go, hey, can you put a tab on video? So you can, when I tap, I'm not going to click on this yet, because I'm going to show you this landing page. So when people visit our website, they are met with my beautiful group practice here, right? This is Dr. Robert Pate, beautiful picture. But if you scroll down, my website is actually with a lot of videos. So during this COVID era, Dr. Pate and I created a video. I'm not going to, can you hear the sound here? If not, that's okay.
I think it's loading right now.
Okay, so we had to show the community what it's like to be with us during telehealth. So this is a time when Robert and I, Dr. Pate and I, are doing side by side. And what I'm doing is I'm asking him questions on what it's like to do telehealth with CAV Family Therapy. And we're actually showing them how to onboard new clients. And we use a system called Therapy App. And we see clients do that. He sees clients. I'm not seeing any clients anymore. But we are actually showing in real time through this video how we onboard new clients. Okay. So when you scroll down, there's another featured video, and he works with couples. So basically, he's talking about couples therapy. And like I said, the side-by-side interview style is very powerful. Okay. So if you notice, I am just firing him questions on how he works. And Dr. Pate can be in front of a camera, no problem. But one thing that we wanted to do is an engagement approach to marketing. So all of these videos are actually on our website, and the callers that we get mention these videos. Okay. So I'm going to quickly click at the very top where it says videos. This is where many of our videos, which is a side-by-side, again, this is filmed via Zoom, all on Zoom. All I did was I edited the video, right? You can watch the videos, you could, and it's just him and I just talking back and forth on keeping your children engaged during shelter in place. When couples separate, decide to get back together, interview with Dr. Pate. So basically, it's just an interview style. And this is great for all of you who have group practices. You can just recruit your colleagues in your group practice. Now, if you are in a solo practice, it's okay. You can ask, one of your colleagues who work within your niche and do the same cross promotion. Okay. That's strategy number one, and utilizing Zoom, the side-by-side interview. What's your thoughts?
And if I could say something about this, Ernesto, as well, specifically uploading these videos to YouTube. And I think it's something that when somebody's getting into, they say that, hey, I want a video. I know I want video content on my site. They might not think about it. It seems like kind of a pain, an extra step to add it to YouTube. But the advantage of that is you're also able to get found, and have these videos watched not only on your website, but on the YouTube channel that you create that can also link back to this same website. So you're driving traffic both ways. So
yeah, absolutely. And if you need help uploading your videos on your Brighter Vision website, Brighter Vision really is the best at that. My boy is Andrew, and anytime I have a video, I'm like, hey, put it up there. And he does it right away. So here, I'm going to show you now Zoom. Not very many people. Here's strategy number 2. Okay, for those of you who do psychoeducation. So let's say you work with first responders or you work with people of color, and you don't want to do individual counseling, but you want to do psychoeducation, right? Or for those of you who are private practice coaches and you want to do masterclass, mastermind groups, guess what? Zoom, you can actually collect payments, create landing pages, all on one click. And let me show you how powerful this is. And not very many people know this. Did you know this, Sam?
I did not know.
All right, I'm about to blow you away. Okay, you ready?
All right, I am ready. I'm standing by.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to show you. Hold on, real quick. Not my applicable. Here we go. All right, here I'm going to show you my screen. This is Zoom. I got all my account numbers here. Sorry. This is lack of boundaries right here. So in order for you to actually do this, I do things under webinar. So I host a lot of webinars. And before I go into this, I'm going to show you what actually a webinar interface or a, what do you call this? Hold on real quick. Let me just type that in there. Can you see this interface right here, the masterclass registration?
I think it is just slowly. There we go. Yeah, it's loaded now.
Okay, so this is what it looks like when you create a webinar landing page. It's the top. I'm going to walk you through this, okay? I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. This is my masterclass registration, and it starts next week, and I only have 5 spots. So basically, if any one of you guys want to join this, it starts next week. I've only have 5 spots. So here's a title. Here's a description. For those of you who are part of APA or any CE provider, this is a type of format that they use. And if you notice, this is the cost of how much this masterclass is going to cost. And these are the days. And remember, the beauty about Zoom is that it reminds you when your workshop or webinar, online webinar is going to be at. But here's where I want you guys to focus. If you notice, you register and you collect emails and you pay and register all on Zoom.
Awesome.
You don't have to create landing pages on Kajabi, Teachable, Kartra, or any other landing pages where everyone's doing multiple clicks. You can actually collect and register and collect emails all under Zoom. Are you ready for me to show you this?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Again, and here's the link, and I'm going to show you how all of this is made, okay? And again, the link that Sam gave you, it goes into complete detail. It's a 2-part series video that shows you in detail on what this looks like. So these are for all of you who are clinicians who want to do psychoeducation and approach, or you can even do process groups. You can do all of those things with a webinar feature, and you have to update your webinar features here, okay? So I want to go first up to solutions. And if you look down, can you see my interface here for Zoom?
Yep, I can.
Okay, so under marketplace, I'm going to show you that in the marketplace, you can actually integrate so many things in Zoom, okay? So you can integrate, I'm going to go into finance. Remember I talked about collecting payments? You can actually download PayPal, Stripe, Square, QuickBooks, all on your Zoom. And when you integrate any of these payment collecting systems, people are actually paying your courses or your webinars or whatever you're doing all on Zoom. Again, you don't have to create another landing page at a third-party site. You can actually all do it on Zoom. Okay.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I had no idea about all of these integrations, Ernesto. This is great because I think it's what it really shows me is that anybody in the audience can do this without going to a ton of different places. And we did have some questions that maybe we could answer first because I think this would be a good time. So there were some questions about plans, and if this was the BAA version of Zoom, what sort of features were on this. So maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So Zoom has features to do online counseling, right? And it's unfortunately it's like $200, I think, with all of that feature. What I recommend when you're using Zoom, it's for marketing purposes only. And that's the reason why I said psychoeducation approach, not therapy, group therapy. You want to stay out of that unless you have the BAA form or the $200 version where it's for telehealth. For telehealth, you have Simple Practice for that. You've got therapy app for that. I mean, you can have therapy app for that. You have all of the other features that has the HIPAA regulated, but Zoom is limited from that perspective. So I'm just specifically talking about marketing from our venue point.
Yeah, and I think that's a really helpful distinction to make. Thank you for that, Ernesto. And yeah, it's like you said, this is a fantastic tool for marketing, for educational resources, things like that. In my personal experiences speaking with clinicians, the BAA version of Zoom oftentimes isn't even the best fit to be like doing your sessions on.
That's right.
But what we're really talking today is how you can use some of the